Tonight on CTV, get an in-depth look at the gubernatorial debate between Hickenlooper and Beaupre last week, plus see what one campaign is doing to fight world hunger. All this and more on tonight's episode of CTV News. Good evening, I'm Carson Bush-Jost.
And I'm Kay Bennett, filling in for Carrie O'Connor tonight. Gubernatorial candidates Bob Beaupre and John Hickenlooper squared off in a debate Thursday night in the Laurie Student Center. CTV reporter Patrick Enslow was at the event and has the latest on what the debate focused on.
I'm Patrick Enslow here at the LSC Theater for the 2014 Colorado gubernatorial debate between Governor John Hickenlooper and U.S. Representative Bob Beaupre. Topics included fracking, education, and marijuana. And it didn't take long in this hotly contested race before the gloves came off.
Back when 6 months ago, when the congressman started put up attack ads or negative ads against me on the website, or the Republican Governors Association spent $2 million trying to diminish me, you know, if I could have turned those off, I would have, right? If I turned them all off.
This is his opportunity. He did a phony stunt last week, asked to shake hands that we'll only run positive campaigns, and in the same breath, before time expired on that answer, he broke his pledge by not denouncing what he knows to be patently false, misleading, deceptive, and unfair.
Both candidates were able to agree that there is more work to be done in the realm of marijuana legalization.
Where the consequences that we have already discovered from this may be far greater than the liberty, I guess, that the citizens thought they were embracing.
This is not like sneaking a beer out when you're younger. And certainly when you're older, the studies don't seem to show the same risk. But when your brain's still growing, if you're a teenager, you should not be going near this high THC marijuana.
ASCSU President Sam Ginn bluntly asked the candidates how they plan to keep tuition costs low.
Very intentional in my wording here, not what can the state, but what will the state do to help keep student costs low.
I mean, there should be a limit, right? If a kid went to school in Colorado, high school, and they're going to one of our state universities, they should not be walking out like one kid I met 3 weeks ago with $125,000 in debt, right? He's a school teacher, right? So we need to get I don't know whether the number's $10,000 or $20,000, but we need to have a cap on the amount of debt that someone's going to walk out of school with.
I want to be very clear. I'm not a fan of government dictating what the marketplace can or cannot do. But what I am a fan of is increasing options that are available to get the kind of education you're going to need to be a productive citizen.
CTV News, Patrick Enslow.
The Collegian will have more updates as the Colorado governor's race continues.
Physical assaults have been ongoing in the Fort Collins and CSU campus area since early September. New details on the case have been released, giving more leads and information regarding the perpetrator. Authorities earlier this month announced a man had physically assaulted women near the CSU campus. 4 of the incidents happened in September and the first week of October. A 5th assault happened in early September, and a 6th assault happened last week to a woman riding her bike. The 7th incident of suspicious behavior was reported on campus in September. The suspect is described as a Hispanic male between 30 and 35 years old with a medium to heavy build, approximately 5 feet 8 inches tall with short hair. CSU PD, Fort Collins, and Larimer County investigators are working to find the suspect. Anyone with any information about him should contact 911 immediately. In other news, the world hunger crisis is a problem that remains to be unsolved as this growing concern continues. But one campaign is doing everything they can to help raise awareness. 1 in 6 Americans, roughly 52 million people, are fighting hunger. It's a growing concern in America and across the world. Hunger U, a nationwide campaign to battle food issues, is going campus to campus to talk to students.
Our main goal is to educate, discuss, and empower individuals to do something about the hunger crisis.
The trailer set up on Monday and today was hard to miss as students dropped by throughout the day to get more information.
Students are really receptive to the message that we're giving them. A lot of people are excited to take our hunger challenge. It's 5 questions, and when someone does that, we donate a meal on their behalf. So people are really excited. They get a chance to do something good, and they learn a little bit about hunger while they do it.
The hope is for a drastic change in food waste and for students to recognize the crucial role modern agriculture has to feed so many people. So next time you're eating dinner, remember to finish your plate. For more information on the Hunger U campaign, you can visit hungeru.com. Star Donaldson is now in the Weather Center.
Hey, Star, how's the weather looking right now?
Well, guys, it was a relatively clear night tonight with a dew point at about 36 degrees and absolutely no winds coming in from the south and no potential for rain actually either. But we're definitely feeling a significant decrease from the high of 70 degrees that we felt earlier today. But let's go ahead and take a look at that live cam out there on the Laurie Student Center. As you can see, there's a lot, I mean, you might not be able to see it now, but there's a definite decrease in students being out there on the IM fields and playing outside just because it's getting so cold, and I'm definitely seeing more students moving in to the library as the semester moves along. Especially when it's so cold outside in the upper 50 degrees temps, it's harder to stay outside comfortably and get active as maybe it might have been in the beginning of the semester. But anyways, let's take a look at our evening planner for tonight. It's going to be a clear night, so it's perfect to talk about the one thing that we can see in the sky this evening. That's the moon. It's going to be a waning gibbous tonight, which means it's about 59% full with a clear skies. Seeing the moon is a perk, but it also allows temperatures to drop quicker. As you can see, it's going to get very cold around midnight tonight very quickly. But let's take a look at tonight's lows for what we can expect in Fort Collins and all over Colorado. So over here in Fort Collins, 40 degrees as a low tonight, so definitely colder than it even is at 12 at night tonight. Over in Craig, 27 degrees. We're starting to feel like winter in some parts of the state, definitely. Still in the lower 40s, upper 30s tonight all around. So definitely stay tuned to see how Fort Collins racks up for the rest of the week. Kay and Carson, back to you in the desk.
Well, thanks, Star. Coming after the break, as she said, Star will be back with her full forecast for the week, and I hope it stays warm for that homecoming weekend.
I do as well. Stay tuned.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Thanks for sticking with us here on CTV on this crisp fall night. It's still about 57 degrees and the moon is a little bit more than half full, as I mentioned earlier. But you can see clearly tonight as we have no cloud cover at all virtually. And if you're into stargazing and are wondering maybe when the next full moon will be, it's going to be November 6th. So we still have 40% more of the moon to see before then. But anyways, let's focus on the sunny skies that we'll be seeing tomorrow on Wednesday. So if you're participating in any events early in the morning, homecoming related or not, similar to like construction over at the LSC early in the morning, it's going to be chilly to start off with. As you can see, 45 degrees. But temps are going to rise quickly with those clear skies, definitely between 9 and 10 a.m., leaving a relatively cool and sunny day ahead to do any other on-campus activities that you might be interested in. But let's check out tomorrow's highs so we can hope for the best, maybe in Fort Collins as well. So a high of 80 in Fort Collins tomorrow, which is super nice actually. Looks like 71 over in Craig, 75 in Grand Junction, and actually even in Lamar, it's going to be 83 degrees tomorrow. So pretty warm in some parts of the state. Definitely nice for fall, definitely. Now let's check out the 7-day to see what kind of weather we're expecting for the week ahead. So on Wednesday, we have a high of 80, so relatively sunny, similar to the rest of the week. Some calm winds will be rolling in, which you'll be able to see, experience for the rest of the week, actually. On Friday, we are going to definitely cool down significantly. It's going to be one of the colder days of the week, so for all those homecoming events that you have planned, definitely grab a jacket. Dropping into the lower 40s at night, actually. So it's definitely going to warrant a jacket if you're heading outside. Saturday, luckily things are warming up for homecoming with highs near 71, which is sunny and just about the nicest day we're going to have this entire weekend. So definitely take advantage of it. Go out to all the events and enjoy the game if you can. Then Sunday, Monday, and Tuesdays, highs are only going to be about in the higher 60s. So it's time to bring out that fall wardrobe in full effect for the probably rest of the year out here. Gonna get cold soon. So Kay and Carson, back to you on the desk.
Thanks, Star. Coming up after the break, we'll have a sports update from Brett Kennedy.
Plus, everything you need to know about homecoming weekend. Don't go away.
The next 30 seconds can save you a lot of money. Just do your laundry in cold and stick to full loads. Auto-sleep your computers. Plug your gadgets in a power strip and switch it off when you're done. Headed out? Turn back your thermostat by 10 degrees. And drive sensibly. The more energy you save, the more money you save. Find other great tips at energysaver.gov.
Hey Ram fans, I'm Brett Kennedy. Well, you can chalk up last weekend as another successful downpour of W's all around for Colorado State sports. The CSU football team traveled to Reno, Nevada last Saturday to take on the Wolfpack. The Rams broke out to a stunning 31-3 lead, but Nevada fought their way back to within a touchdown. Their efforts to tie the game were literally stolen away, however, as CSU defensive back DeAndre Elliott intercepted a Nevada pass in the end zone, which preserved the Rams' victory 31-24. Rams quarterback Garrett Grayson continued his impressive season as he tossed 3 touchdown passes and had 326 yards passing. At 48 career touchdowns, Grayson is 3 touchdown passes away from the school's all-time record. Another Ram who continued to shine on Saturday was wide receiver Rashard Hollywood Higgins. Higgins had 10 catches for 194 yards and 2 touchdowns against the Wolfpack. CSU heads into a huge homecoming matchup this week against Utah State at Hughes Stadium. Speaking of Hollywood, the Rams volleyball team just continues to have players in the spotlight as the winning streak for them continues on. CSU has now had a player win Mountain West Conference Player of the Week 4 out of 5 weeks. In the 4 out of the 5 weeks, junior Dree Colbert took home the honor. Colbert averaged 3 kills per set and hit .587 in CSU's wins against Wyoming and Fresno State last week. In the most recent victory against Fresno State, Colbert led the team in kills with 10. CSU is now 18-1 on the season and has moved up to 6th in the national rankings. The Rams have not been ranked this high since 2001. Woo! In baseball news, the MLB playoffs continue tonight. In Game 3 of the NLCS, the San Francisco Giants beat the St. Louis Cardinals 5-4. And in Game 3 of the ALCS, the Baltimore Orioles and the Kansas City Royals are tied 1-1. K&K, back to you.
Thanks, Brett. Speaking of CSU football, ticket sales for Saturday's homecoming game for the Rams in Utah State are off to quite the start. As of yesterday, CSU had distributed more than 19,000 tickets for the 5 p.m. kickoff at Hughes. Lower sections C and E on the west side of the stadium are sold out, and so are 2 sections in the end zone. Ticket prices start at $22 and can be purchased online at www.csurams.com/tickets.
Amy Van Dyken-Ruin started her career here at CSU, where she rose from an unknown star to a 6-time Olympic champion. It's unbelievable. This weekend, the 100th homecoming celebration is honoring her fighting spirit after everything she has overcome. West Drive in the heart of campus will be renamed Amy Van Dyken Way. The street's renaming ceremony begins Friday at 11 a.m. on the southwest corner of the Oval. Van Dyken will also serve as Grand Marshal of the Homecoming Parade following the ceremony. And speaking of all this homecoming excitement, we have all the information for you for this weekend. Mystery CSU tours have started and run through today through Thursday at 5 p.m. Amy's dedication ceremony will be Friday at 11 a.m. The CSU Fun Festival on the Oval will also be Friday from 3:30 to 6 p.m. Following that is the annual and highly anticipated homecoming parade to end the night. To end the night is Friday Night Lights and the bonfire on the IM fields. Or check out Nico and Vin's concert. On Saturday is the homecoming 5K, and it is not too late to register. After that, head to Hughes to tailgate and watch the Rams beat Utah State to conclude a great homecoming weekend.
So, Kate, what homecoming events are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to the football game because I have family flying in, so I'm just
cool.
so excited to see them. What about you?
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to the football game. I hope they win. Probably go to the parade, definitely. There's
Okay.
a lot of events, though, going on.
Right?
So it's going to be a fun weekend.
I'm excited. Well, that's all we have time for this evening, but be sure and check out our website at thecollegian.com to see all of our stories.
Also, remember to follow us on Twitter at CollegianC. Good night, everyone. Have a great week and good luck on midterms.